Hey, Steph. Uh, Battle of the Sexes with Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs was, such a big moment for sport, back in the '70s. Do you think you and Sabrina could have a similar impact here tonight?
It's you'd hope that this stage and it being a first of its kind in basketball, kind of a competition. The roadmap that Sabrina has ahead of her as an ambassador for the game of basketball, not just women's basketball, but how she handles herself, and just the conversation around promoting the WNBA, the NBA, merging our two worlds. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but I think me and Sabrina talked about it, like how cool of an opportunity it is to do something that's never been done before in our game, and for her to have a presence on this stage is going to do a lot to inspire the next generation of young boys and girls that want to compete and see themselves in either one of us. And wherever it goes from there, like we know, we'll kind of plant our flag as doing something really special.
Tim, standing on the right.
Steph, there's been a lot of talk in recent years about you and KD and LeBron having such extended staying power as the faces of the league in a lot of ways. Do you have any thoughts as you look at the next generation of young guys who might eventually take your guys' place in a decade or so when you guys are done playing?
There's a lot of guys to pick from in this group of 24 that are here. You see Luka, Ant, Shea, guys that are like really coming into their prime and highly decorated already as all-stars and all-NBA guys, but have a perspective, I guess, of what that means within the on-court, off-court opportunities and the doors that basketball opens in that respect. So you got a lot of talent to choose from in that respect. I think the more you kind of understand the authenticity around it, and like me and Bron and KD, like guys whose name have done and tried to do that in our way, where they might look different for different guys, but the league is in pretty good hands when it comes to young talent that I think gets it and understands the magnitude of the platform that we all have, and will respect it as they come into their own.
Over here in this last corner.
Anthony Ty with Let's Go Warriors. Steph, your brother Seth is now wearing your father's number, playing for your father's team with your father announcing the game. And also you posted an Instagram story with the proverbial, I'm not crying, you're crying. Can you share a little bit about what's kind of your first thoughts when you first learned of the news? And also maybe share a little bit about what's kind of behind the scenes among the Curry family, and if there was any banter or if anyone actually cried. Thank you.
It was definitely it was a surprise one, because I didn't know if Seth was on a trading block or whatnot up until probably 2 days before. But the fact that he had his homecoming going back to Charlotte, the first game that they played, they wore their retro, the old school pinstripe Hornet jerseys, which my pops wore. And like you said, number 30. It was funny. My dad said on the broadcast, I don't think anybody asked Seth or my dad what number he was going to wear. They just did it knowing that it was a pretty easy decision there. So it's cool to see the Curry 30 alive back in Charlotte. And still got a lot of family there. My dad obviously doing the color commentating for games. So it's a family affair for sure. And we haven't played them yet, so it'd be cool. We got 2 games against them coming up the second half of the year, so I'm excited about those 2 nights.